Hi, this is Jomar, and we're going to show you how to use Canva for doing data visualization. Very simple. The data is not a lot. It's just a list of 14 items, and you need to create a Canva chart for it so it doesn't look like a boring list. Now, 14, we already have an attempt of using this chart type, which is not the right one because this is a chart type for events. Something happens after another. So how do we pick which chart type can we use in Canva so that we can present our list of 14 items? One thing that you use, obviously, well, is, for example, this one. All I have to do now is donation.
Recommended donation. I'll show you. Items. It's not the only one that you can use, but since I realized na pwede, okay, I can put a title now, and I put recommended disaster donation item. Now,
you notice this is grouped, no? There's a group on top, left, and bottom. I can group and also opt not to group. Let's try to do a grouping. On top, I can put in from the list. But the idea here is to make sure you're using prominent colors and stuff. So get rid of this because nobody can see that. Nobody can see this. So sobrang liit. I would also get rid of this stuff because they're too tiny for social media use. Everything here is not important. Those are credits. Now we have to decide how we're going to present the data. I'm going to use white or I'm going to use black. Now, using white or black is, you might think is for design, but actually it's also for classification. A white thing is different from a black thing, and a round thing is different from a rectangular thing. So meron siyang distinction if you want to do distinctions. Now, let me show you a simple version first before we go to distinction. The simplest would be to just create a list, paikutan lang natin ito. But there are already things that are related, so we can just try doing that for example, ito. Lodging. I'm sorting the list in my brain because obviously, if you put in here tent, that's lodging. If you hear medical tent, that's lodging. If you put in here school tent, that's also lodging or buildings, no? So places to stay. Okay, pwedeng places to stay. All I did was classify the list para mas simple. Kasi on the left you have places to stay. So ito yung mga pwede na lodging, pwede na rin yan. Okay? Ayun. On the other side naman, makikita mo yung some of the stuff na nilagay nila, blankets, those aren't places to stay, right? I mean, there's not. Clothing. Yeah. I get rid of this para lumaki. Ayan. Tapos ano pa? Medical equipment. You might say na medical equipment kasama siya sa medical tent. Pwede. Mamaya natin siya i-sort. Okay? Now, as you notice, hindi siya kasha. So this will cause you to change the size of your rectangle. Hopefully do not change the size of your rectangle. Food. Notice I'm using all caps to everything because sa totoo lang, the design that I'm using, hindi naman makita yung text kung masyado maliit. Underwear. Yan. So far, hindi ko pa nalalagay lahat, and this text is not the same as that text. I'll erase this and put this there because all text must be the same size. Kung allow na palitan niya yung design. Ano pa? Class tents, mosquito nets. Ayan. So all we have to do now is duplicate this stuff and then paste it. Right? Mosquito nets. Ang ginagawa ko, nilalagay ko muna lahat para you can actually classify it. Flashlight. And sleeping mattress, which is related to blankets, right? So I gotta get this and paste it. So ang ginagawa ko, copy paste lang. Sleeping mattresses. Notice, di ko change yung size, doon lang yung gigitna ko lang siya. Ano pa? Did I put clothing? Cooking utensils. Cooking utensils. Again, drag it there para centered. Isang size nun. Water. So, need some more. So, ito pa. Lagay natin dito sa left side. Now that it's all there, you can do this on paper, by the way. You don't have to do it like I'm doing now on the online. Pero since nandito naman tayo online, gawin ko na online. Sanitation hygiene requirements. Ihiwalay ko yan. Sanitation hygiene requirements. Hindi dapat nakalagay ito dito kasi dapat items eh. Ano yung requirements? Marami yan eh. So this list has to be linked bigger. Itong sanitation hygiene requirements. So kulang na kulang to. Kasi part of that would be like trash bags and glasses and sabon and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Hindi naman pwedeng sabihin sanitation hygiene requirements pag disaster. So you can make another list based on ano ba yung laman nitong sanitation hygiene requirements na to. Okay. I can just put that there. I'm gonna remove the word requirements, sanitation hygiene. Ano yan? Tissue, garbage bag, gano'n. Medical, classroom tent, food for nutrition, sorted medicine. Meron ba tayong medicine? Wala pa. Keep pasting and pasting. Medicine. And next, what's next? Yun na. So, nakuha ko na lahat. I think that they need. Now, let's present it in a way na meaningful. Meaning to say, bakit natin pinag-list sa left, bakit natin silagay sa right. So, pwede natin siyang i-drag around, no? Mali ang spelling. Again, it's easier to do it on paper. I'm not doing it on paper because I want to show it to you in a pretty way. Pero mas madali if you just do it on paper para masasort mo siya. For example, baka naman 2 sets lang talaga. One is external, one is internal, right? Ano lang internal, kakainin lang nila. Food lang yan, water, hydrate, ito. The rest sinusuot. Tapos yung iba, equipment. Okay, lodging, equipment, yan, hiwalay. So, pwede ko halimbawa, isama yung food, drag ko siya, here, hiniwalay ko lang. Yung water, here, kasi importante sila together. And sanitation hygiene with this one. So, kasama siya dyan. I'll name it later, or I can probably remove the name and just put them together around this circle thingy. Bakit mo siya nilagay doon sa may circle? Kasi it groups it. No? So, pwede ko siyang ilagay dito around this unlabeled circle just to show you na these things go together. Right? Or you can just come up with a name, like for example, a simple name would be, ano yung term? Health. But in health, it depends. I can go health here, right? Because that's related. So I can move the medicine here also, and I can move the medical equipment here because that is health. Cooking utensils is going to be part of that as well. Now, the classification is based on you. Kung don't agree, it's also fine. It's up to you. Kasi nga ikaw naman ang may-ari ng data or ikaw yung in charge para mag-classify nito. So I was able to split this to health and lodging para nakikita nila ano yung what is really the data that they need. No, they need to give this to the people. So now they know is what the people in the disaster area needs instead of simple canned goods and clothes. So a lot of people don't give the right ones according to the government agency on disaster. Ito dapat ang binibigay. NRDCC ko, this list came from that place. So now you know na what are we gonna give? Lodging.